wish SmartList had more data source options, better search criteria, and better speed and performance? I want to introduce you to ActiveConnect, which includes the SmartList preprocessor that will give Microsoft Dynamics GP users a fast, easy way to get unlimited customized reporting capabilities. ActiveConnect enhances native SmartList functionality by making it possible to include data from multiple data sources, including any SQL Server database, any ODBC data source, any text file, and any Excel file. Use data from SQL stored procedures, which allows for complex SmartLists. Anticipate the data reporting needs of different users based on their GP or Active Directory logins. And even with all this increased functionality, users will find ActiveConnect has faster performance and is easier to use than SmartList alone. Maybe we should have called ActiveConnect SmarterList. Want to see it for yourself? Let's look at a SmartList and see how it works. And later, we will show how it's set up within the ActiveConnect Designer. Let's look at a historical AR trial balance that was created with SmartList Designer. Our SmartList, called AR Historical Aging, has been created using SQL stored procedures to gather most of its data. It is also acquiring collection notes from Excel. Under this SmartList, we have two favorites, one that prompts for an aging date and customer range, and one that shows all customers with an aging date of today. Let's run the one that prompts. As soon as we select the SmartList favorite, the system asks if we'd like to refresh the underlying data. Clicking No will use the data pulled into SmartList last time. Clicking Yes causes the data to be refreshed. Now, the system is prompting for the first parameter. Note that the system remembers the value that was last used. I'll accept that date. The system is asking for the beginning customer ID. Again, I'll accept the default. Last is the prompt for the ending customer ID. After I provide the last parameter, the data is refreshed and presented. In this case, the data represents a detailed customer trial balance by document. For Aaron Fitz Electrical, you'll notice this SmartList also has some collection notes. These notes reside in an Excel file, so this particular SmartList is simultaneously displaying data for both SQL and Excel. Let's change a parameter and see how the data changes. Notice additional collection notes are appearing, and the amounts in each aging bucket have changed based on the new aging date. Now let's run the other favorite, which has no parameters. The system again asks if the data should be refreshed. Now it's presenting aging information for all customers as of today. This SmartList involves an unusually complex data source, and yet it runs amazingly quickly. One of the main drawbacks we hear regularly from Microsoft Dynamics GP users is how slow SmartList can be. Its poor performance can be extremely frustrating. As you can see, SmartList performance is not a concern when it's boosted with ActiveConnect. Let's look at the setup in ActiveConnect. First, we'll start the main ActiveConnect program. Next, we'll go into the data maps form. Now, we'll recall the data map being used by the AR Historical Aging SmartList. I'm going to run this process from here. Notice when it runs, the same prompts appear that appeared in GP. It also provides a message stating 0 errors occurred. You'll also notice it's reporting 0 document attempted, which makes sense since this is a process-only data map. When we run this map, it runs an SQL stored procedure that inserts data into an SQL table. Our SmartList is based on that SQL table. Let's look at the stored procedure call. We do that by double-clicking on our SQL process node for the map. This is a standard stored procedure call. That is, a stored procedure name followed by parameters. In this case, we are passing in 6 parameters. The first 3 stored procedure parameters, aging date, from customer, and to customer, are driven via ActiveConnect parameter tokens, which are described in our ActiveConnect parameters video. For now, just know that the syntax you see means that these values are prompted for at runtime. The last 3 parameters are constants that control if credits are included, if the aging is by document date or posting date, and finally, a GL account parameter that we have set in a 0-length string. After the SQL statement is set up, we complete setup by visiting the SmartList tab on the data map. We select the GP company, the SmartList, and the SmartList favorite. Now, anytime that particular SmartList favorite is selected in that GP company, the data map runs and gathers the data, and the SmartList presents it. It's that simple. You can see why ActiveConnect is so popular with active SmartList users. It provides more data source options, and because it can pull data from SQL stored procedures, it allows for very complex SmartLists. Users also get better speed and performance. Ready to learn more? For more information, visit www.admiral-west.com/ActiveConnect. Email us at info@admiral-west.com or call 866-794-1275 extension 2 to schedule a personal demonstration.